Perfect timing. Hold on. Flip it to there. Hi. It's me. Sorry, we're gonna bear through it while I eat my little snack here. How are we doing? Guys, physically, I am not doing well today. I woke up today. No, it started at 3 a.m. It started at 3 a.m. The dog came in and like screamed and cried until I physically picked her up and put her on the bed. I'm a deep sleeper unless I'm sick. I will not be, my ass would not be waking up at the house is shaking. So I don't know how long the dog screamed and cried for. It could have been hours. And then when I was getting up for work, yeah, basically, yeah. She's a screamer. She's a crier. That's a good question, actually. Anyway, so when I woke up today, my arm like muscle cramped so hard. I like wanted to scream out in pain. I was like, oh man, we are not starting off well. And then I was a little bit late to work, which was not pog, but I was like there yesterday, like an hour before like everyone else. So it was like chill. But like it's been a day, guys. And then like when I got home, getting out of the car, my arm cramped again. Not to mention, like my left butt cheek has been cramping all day, and I don't know how to make it stop. Like my whole body's just been like muscle cramping. So physically, not in the I'm sick way, but just like in the my body decided to turn against me kind of way. I'm not doing too hot. So I figured, why not just button mash today? I mean, I do need to finish my snack first. Yeah, well, thank you, Entity. You too, though. I feel like you are in a more I'm not doing well position than I am. My flip side, though, working nice. I'm wrong, isn't it? My body feels like an absolute tuna. So the funny thing is that so like at work the past week, I've not been able to really get into like the office, the room that I work in, and it's like I had to go through like specialized training to get into this into like the control room. So like I kind of have to like beg like a dog pawing at the door. It's like be escorted in, and I like I bitched about it to Inkley's mod squad, and then like the second that I hit send, everything went through. So I was like, well, I guess ask and you shall receive, huh? I mean, to be fair, strongly worded emails had been sent, but still. That's a lesson of the day, kids. Complain and things will happen. Hope you get better. Get well done. Thank you, Serum. I hope your body also feels like it's in less pain. Like I was like waiting for like the cramp to die down before I started stream. So let's just hope that we don't start cramping on stream. Because then I might cry for real. Sorry, I'm almost done with my little snack here. But yeah, how's your guys' Tuesday been? But dude, content, I know. Oh wait, speaking of which, this is my dog at 3 a.m. It's like the silhouette of like a murderer, I swear to God. Like all it's missing is a horror sting. I swear to God. If I copied image. and then I pulled up a browser source, i.e., like the internet, like not like browser source, OBS browser source, different, same but different. No, I didn't do this right. Copy link. There we go. Oh no. Oh no. Hello? Fuck. Okay, pog. Oh, strong. Oh no's. It's okay. OBS is just broken. No, OBS is broken for real, for real. Pause. Okay. There we go. There we go. Window capture. Temp. Okay. Yep, that one. Here's the dog. Is it not like this is her earlier today? Is this not just like missing like a horror sting? Like she's sitting there always watching. like I don't think this happens. I think this happened last week. But either way, my sister copy and paste the dog. Make it. It's like I don't know. That's like it really is. It's menacing and it's the backlit. Like if you can like see her expression, that is a give me attention energy. Like hold on, what if I can like just make it huge, blow it up? Like look at that. What if like someone just like walks in a stream and that's it? Anyways, that's what the dog did. I guess this was the other day, but she was doing. But this was like what I saw like at 3 a.m. It was like the same thing at 3 a.m. Let that sink in for you guys while I drink my water real quick. No, that's I will scream, kick, and cry until you wake up and pick me up and put me in the location that I could easily just get there and pick me up and put me like on the bed. Despite the fact that she can get on the bed by herself, there was nothing blocking. There was nothing blocking her from jumping up onto the bed. No. There was a new blanket that was just like on the bed, and she was like, "Well, I can't possibly jump up on there now. Couldn't possibly." She's so annoying. This dog does not care. I cannot explain to you how much she doesn't care. We tried to get her to sit, to sit. Bro, the other one, we just look at her and she sits. This one, she like walk away. She doesn't care. Whatever. I guess to be fair, I don't like being told what to do a lot either. So, and they say that, you know, dogs pick up the personality traits of like their favorite person. So, is that really my fault though? But besides, for the most part, she's like pretty small. She's like small enough that we can kind of just like pick her up and move her to locations. So like should she be trained? Theoretically, but like it's not like an unlivable situation. I just get grumpy every once in a while when she like wakes me up from a dead sleep in the middle of the night. And it was like so depressing because I was like, oh my god, it's like time to. She really does. No, oh my god. Okay, so what she does at night, and now she's been doing it at morning right after I leave for work, apparently, is that she will like gain her freedom, so to speak, and then go out into the living room and scream and bark and cry at the wind. Okay. And our neighbors are like having construction done to like sell their house or some shit. And by neighbors, I mean the people that like live in the lot like behind us, so we can like see their backyard more, the back of their house kind of situation, from our yard. And like I guess they were having roof work done or something. And she hates that. And to be fair, Looney also hates that too. But Bella, she hates it. All caps hates it. So like she'll scream and like cry and bark. And to be fair, like for me, work doesn't start until 8, which means latest I can leave the house is 8 o'clock, which is like not that early. But like she will not shut up until she is like physically told and moved. Like there will be times where I am like dead asleep, and at midnight strike, she starts yapping. Like she starts screaming. She starts like yelling that there is a potential intruder. Okay, and like we've gotten so desensitized to it because at first there was a big panic, you know. Now it's like whatever. She's just doing her thing. And I literally remember I would just like scream from here like Bella, stop barking. I thought she was gonna listen to me in the first place. Um, and then she would like pause for like 2 seconds and then keep barking. And then I would try to like entice her back to my room without having to get up. Doesn't work. Don't know why I do it, you know? And oh, okay, she's just doing a dramatic stretch. Never mind. But like, eventually, you know, I would like come out there, and I'm like, what? Why? Why do you make me do this? Why do you make me do this? I only wished she did this when my sister was home. I mean, to be fair, my sister would have been pissed. But like, mm, she would have been pissed, but she would have dealt with it. That's my stance. I don't know, man. You're difficult, Bella. You're difficult. You're difficult. I mean, she's just staring back at me. She doesn't care. Like, oh no, no, she went to her panic room, i.e., under my desk. I don't know. Again, like I've said this so many times before, but like I do not know how that became her like little panic room. Like I like swing my legs under my desk. I may or may not have like lightly grazed her with my foot once or twice. Speaking of which, though, like speaking of body pains, actually, because I'm remembering this, I was gonna talk. I was gonna mention this when I was saying, oh yeah, like all day my body's been like muscle cramping. It could be that I'm dehydrated, possibly. I don't know, but like, God, my knee shit started acting up again. I can't. I can't. I can't. Oh man. Speaking of which, though, I remember like my like last week when I was like meeting my boss in person. He's like, yeah, like I'm in like my team. They're all like fairly young people. Like none of them are married. None of them are in relationships. None of them are in relationships. Period. Except for maybe one guy. Not that not that it's important. It's just like we're all. I think we're all like in a similar phase in our lives, kind of such more of a situation. And like my boss, is like yeah, like I'm like an athlete, and like he said it in a way that it's like okay, like fellow women, you know what I'm talking about. It was just crazy. I don't know, but I was just reminded. He's like, yeah, like I'm an athlete. I have so many like I have like so many injuries. I'm like, okay, bro. Okay, Mr. Software Developer. And listen, I'm not saying software developers can't be athletes. I'm not saying that you can't be an athlete and not be a professional. I'm just saying it was very cringy in a like, okay, bro. Yikes kind of way. And he's like talking about like he's talking about like, oh yeah, like I went on this like I went on this like hike. I took like these like two people who were like, you know, like in town like for like work at the company because they usually live in I think it's like they're European, I think, I don't know, but like yeah, I took them like on this hike, and it's a hard hike, but it's like the most basic hike in the area, and I'm like, nice, but you know, and we're like that's I was like saying I'm an athlete and saying I'm athletic are two different things. I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Wait, that's one hell of a turnaround. Yeah, sorry. It just popped into my mind because I forgot this happened last week in the whirlwind of just needing to be begged to be let into the office. But like, I don't know. It was something. It was something. God, my nose has been so fucking dry. It like in a way that it's like in a way that it's been like unpleasant. Sorry, I'm just like thinking. Oh no, I meant the fact that no, it's a he, which I think makes it worse. But like, yeah, like I don't know. It's like I think we've all been there where like, yeah. Thank you, Etsy. Thank you for the validation. I needed it. Yeah. And then like I know like especially like out where I live, we do have that like California like Southern California accent, and like I know this is how I talk, but like like sometimes ending our sentences and like with like I don't know if it's called vocal fry, but like kind of like what I just did there, where like the voice just kind of like drops a little bit. So like it was like that like tone of voice and being like, yeah, I'm an athlete. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry, but you cannot be an athlete. I don't believe it. And he's like, yeah. And he's like talking about like, oh, like how he like parties a lot. And like today he was like, oh yeah, like, oh, so I went to this like one club. I went to this one club and I was like, okay. And I know that the area that he was talking about is kind of closer to where I live. Um, I'm not a partier. As I think that should be surprising to literally zero people in this room right now, unless like you just found me. But if you've been around these parts before, that should not be surprising. Um, like as a student, I was like like in uni when I turned 21, and that was like the COVID year. Like I think that's not surprising. I'm done that like I'm not a partier, and I didn't party a lot in university because of pandemic kind of situation. Um, and like, so we talk about like he's like like a week of like small talk with him, just talk about like parties and meeting like these girls. And I'm like, okay, I think that I am not going to vibe with any of these people on the team, and that is okay. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money. you know, and like so then at lunch, he was like, yeah, like talking about like this club. And he's like, yeah, like what about you? Ever been there before? And I'm like, I don't party. And he's like, yeah, me neither. And I'm like, okay, like don't lie though. don't don't lie. Like, don't lie, man. That was like the only thought. I'm just like, oh man, because especially today, like I'm done with all my training and we were just waiting for people to say, yes, they can work. Here is access to all the shit. Press button. Like, so I was just kind of just like sitting around for a lot of the day. And then like there was something that went down today, like systems like were going down and it was like panic room central, okay? I couldn't help for shit because I don't have any credentials. Now I do, but I didn't at the time. It was like a wild situation. But either way, needless to say, I feel like my boss said a cringe thing today. It might be a common thing that I have to deal with now. And like, when I was like before, it wasn't that much of a problem because like I'm not like sitting like across like one desk over, you know. Now I am, and I'm like, well. And like I think part of it is like I'm someone who definitely is like, oh, I'm gonna like get to work, lock in. Um, I'm not like a chit chatter, which is like I know that's wild for me to say as somebody who hops on the stream and sets the category to just chatting and then we just talk for forever. But like when it comes to work, like I just lock in. Just make sure they say something off. They feel off. Yeah, I mean like I'm granted these two stories are not like putting my boss in the best light, but I do think that he is like pleasant to work with. He's like very forthcoming with like being willing to help, and like I guess like I haven't felt like uncomfortable around this person, so like I think we're fine. Like I don't think like I think he's like reliable. He's like I think he's good at his I think he's good at his job. He just like likes to chit chat, and I'm like I do not like chit chatting. I do not have a work bestie, but like I also want to just like take lunch in my car and like I can't nap in my car because it's too fucking hot here. But like I just need to like be like alone and desensitized for a hot minute. But yeah. But yeah, I not sure. I think I just need a tough out working from in office for like this month, and then I can start taking some hybrid remote days, which is nice because y'all know that I will be taking because I think I'm allowed 2 remote days per week, and y'all know that I will be taking those on Tuesday, Thursday, for unrelated reasons. Speaking, oh man, but yeah, I feel like I don't know. Like I think because like a lot of my life has like been like pretty like work centric, you know, like school. I'm not much of a chit. I wasn't too much of a chit chatter, um, in the sense of like, oh, I'm gonna study. I lock in, you know, um, like or like like, oh, do you want to go study together? And we are like I remember like I was like seeing somebody at the end of like my 4th year of uni, and you'd be like, oh yeah, like let's like study together. And like he's like in med school now, but like so like he was like no like I think he got into med school by this point, but like still you know like he was like very like studious, very much a grindset mindset situation. Um, so like he I think at that point though like he didn't like have a lot of work, and I was like oh I need to like grind out this paper or some shit, and I was like locked in. I kind of like I almost like felt bad, but I'm also like, listen, I was the one studying in the library. That was me. I was here first. That being said, though, I hated studying in the library. I hated it. Um, I did it a lot my first year. Um, and then I was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. And like, I kind of like ended up studying a lot in my room because my uni roommate, we we get along like really well, like as like friends and people who can like cohabitate in the same like space. Because we only didn't room together 1 year, and that's because I wanted to live off campus and she wanted to live on campus. Like that was the only reason why we didn't room together. And in hindsight, we're both like, yeah, we should have just roomed together. That was a not good year living situation for either of us. It was kind of ass, you know. I think it would have been better if we had each other to rely on more that year. And I'm like, I agree. But like so I was like I'll be like out a lot in the evenings, nights, because that's when dance practice was, and then like we would like hang out and like shit like after until like the wee hours of the night. So like I would do a lot of my studying during the day, you know, before practice. So that's when she would be out. So like we had like kind of opposite schedules in that sense, and it wasn't too much of a problem because like you know like I tried I was like very like you know like I like to think I was very like cautious about like not being an ass, so to speak. Like walking into the dorm, closing the door quietly, opening it like as close like as possible. Sadly, our light switch was like on the outside of the bathroom because we were second year we got to be in one of the newer dorms that had bathrooms like inside the room. First year it was communal. Second year it was private, which was definitely an upgrade as somebody who would randomly just get sick and kind of like just need to like be sick in the bathroom, you know. Um, Also, as someone who's really prone to food poisoning, very convenient to not have to like unlock the bathroom with my ID and then be sick in the bathroom. Anyways, like you know, like it's like opening the door like as small as possible and kind of like sucking in and like kind of like shimmying inside the bathroom. You know, like being considerate. There's actually hold on, I'll get into some of the horror stories that like can't possibly be true because one party sounds cartoonishly evil in a way that it doesn't sound believable, you know. um but like I remember I don't know where I was going with this. Anyways, oh yeah, second year I was just like studying in the dorm, and then like once I was living off campus, I'm like, why would I go to the library? Why would I go to the library when I could just like study at home? You know? And so I'm like, yeah, that's kind of like was my view on it. And like, you know, 4th year I would suck it up and go to the library sometimes. If I was like, okay, I'm here on campus early. I need to get some shit done. I'll give, but like that was always like, okay, like I have like I'm gonna be out of here like at a certain time though, you know, like, oh, I have practice, I need to be out here by this time so I could be to practice on time. Like it wasn't like oh, I gotta study, go to the library, then study indefinitely until like you graduate. But yeah, I cannot with the cannot with the library, and like we didn't have like a particularly like we had like an okay library. It was serviceable, but it was not like a pretty library. Let's put it that way. The only time you went to the library was to use the printer. So real. Same. And then same. Same. But like, okay, so like I'm sure we've all had roommates that were we do not live with each other, but like we should not be living with each other, but like no one's like cartoonishly evil, right? Like my sister's roommate last year, they were like off campus, but like was like just like inconsiderate, would like turn the oven on and then like go out with her like church group. I wonder if I could find this photo. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find this photo that my sister sent to me last year. Also, hold on, let me see if I can find it. Because it is comical how stupid. Hold on. But yeah, no, so I guess she would just like do shit. Like she was okay, I found the photo. Let me send it to myself. What if I send it to me over Discord? Well, save image and then send it to myself over via Discord. Why is Discord not an option to send, you know? Hold on, let me see if I can find the proper channel to send it into because it is not popping up immediately. I don't probably there we go. Send it there. That's a private channel for me and my own shit. Okay. Did I move him back? I'm back. Look at me go. Let me find it. I sent it here. Yeah, I did. Copy link. I'm getting better at this, guys. There we go. She apparently started cutting the apple and then she just like left. Like, okay. What? Like, okay. And like there's other things too, that my sister's like a real introvert, really hated people having like over, and like her sister and like this roommate would just like to have a lot of people over, really just like generally loud when she had her boyfriend over, and then my sister just overheard like conversations that just like made her feel physically uncomfortable, just like more in the way that like he would treat her kind of situation, not like it's not like they were having like sex or anything, but like supposedly, but like just like I don't know, but I would, but at the end of the day, I would not cast my sister's ex roommate as cartoonishly evil, because I don't know. I think it's just hard to say that because like we both agree that like my sister's roommate didn't do stuff to be evil. She just did it because she like is an only child, and like this is the first time in her life where she has to live with other people and be considerate of other people's situation, you know. So like when I was a second year in uni, there was like obviously roommates don't work out sometimes, but and the way that my university paired up roommates, it was random. There was a team that went through applications, and the thing is, okay, let me start over. So my university has like I think like what, like 11, 12. No, 12 seems like way too many. How many residential colleges do we have? Hold on. We have the 4. Hold on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the south side, and then we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I guess it is 11. I'm back. What is that? Oh, okay. Sorry. I guess I was yapping to myself. So basically, I'm just talking about how so this is a photo from my sister who was living with a roommate. She lives by herself now, which is kind of better for all parties. But I'm just talking about, how roommates are not necessarily, whenever a roommate is I guess portrayed as cartoonishly evil, like I find a hard time believing it, just because I think in a living situation it is hard to be cartoonishly evil all the time. Okay. As play, don't have eyeballs anymore. Okay. So my sister and her roommate last year did not get along. Like my sister's roommate would like have a lot of people over. And my sister, like when my sister was studying, and my sister's like in like a pre-med-ish track, so she's like, taking her studies real seriously. It's third year. She's like really upset that like her roommate is having friends over like really late, and they're being loud in the common room kind of situation. She didn't like that like her roommate always had the boyfriend over, and didn't like how the boyfriend would like treat the roommate like a little kid, but that's kind of a separate conversation. And overall, like, her roommate was just like inconsiderate. Like she would turn the oven on and then like go out with friends. And this is a funnier example in my opinion, where she like started cutting an apple and then she just like left. And I'm like she started cutting the apple and then like went elsewhere. Like she left the apartment. Like she's no longer in the building anymore. Entity, you are confused. I'm also confused, but it's also funny. But like I don't think that this is like my sister's roommate being cartoonishly evil. I don't think this is like my sister's roommate being maliciously like inconsiderate. I just think she's being regular inconsiderate. Like they're like an only child. Just, like there's like a age gap between my sister and the roommate, like by a year. So like the roommate was only in her second year. This is the first time that she has to like, first time in her life really, like that she starts to have to like be living with other people and like considering their thoughts and feelings on stuff. Right? Like my sister and I think it's easier to consider other people's thoughts and opinions when you don't grow up an only child. But like that's a conversation for a separate day. So long story short is to say, when I was a second year, there was a story of a girl being cartoonishly evil to her roommate, and the way that roommates worked in my dorm, in my university, is like first year, all first year students absolutely had to live on campus, period. And I guess there are some ways you can get out of it, but like there is such like a big like on campus culture at my university, like. Even if you were off campus, most people you're there is it was a small university, so like there is a big like on culture, on campus culture, and like I understand that's like not like a standard, but like that's kind of what normal was at that university, and so there is split up. The university is split up into like 11. Technically dorms, but they have more. Each dorm like has like their own culture. We call them residential colleges. As an aside, it was a great way to like filter outsiders. Like we would say, oh, like what college are you from? Because like if I asked, like for example, like, hey Zero, like what college are you from? Like the Zero would answer with like their university name, right? Oh my god, thank you so much for the. Is that a resub that I see? Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm glad that you like me enough to keep listening to me without ads. How you doing, Mister? We're talking about cartoonishly evil roommates that I don't believe in. But I'm giving the backstory. It's important enough because at most universities you can request a roommate. That was not the case. But like still, someone said, "Oh, like what college are you from?" You would not reply with the dorm that you are associated with, and that was kind of the norm at my university because they're called residential colleges. And So like that was a great way to filter outsiders who are just trying to like get into the dorm, you know, like people who are not associated with the university kind of situation, like outsiders, randos. Um, looking this versus. My school was not a sports school. Athletes were actively looked down upon. Let me tell you, the athletes were actively made fun of, especially the football players. Like, hold on, let me finish the story. But like, so as a result, like each residential college would have like these like orientation like coordinators, which were and like a week at my school was just not only to kind of get used to like the university and kind of like overall rules and whatever and so and like the university culture, but also each individual residential college's culture. Just because, like, for example, I came from the residential college. By the way, this is all sorted in that random. I come from the residential college that always wins, so we got made fun of a lot because we have now established a great losing track. And that's aside the point. But the point is like each residential college is known for something. You kind of get like acclimated to that like culture. Like during orientation week, a week, and as a result, like so these college coordinators will go through everybody's like questionnaires that they had to fill out before like X day and like pair people up where they think would be the most compatible. Nobody thinks just like, oh, like are you a day person or are you a night person or morning person, night person? What temperature do you like to have the room at? Like stuff like that. And I know there are similar questionnaires for if you go random roommate, but the point is that you cannot request a roommate this way. Like you can request a roommate, but it's no guarantee that you and this other person are going to be like sorted into the same residential college situation. So my uni roommate and I got super lucky. Like we have like weekly game nights like to this day. And we graduated like a few years ago now. But like there was this one freshman roommate pair when I was a second year. And it was like I felt so bad. I felt so bad for this other girl because she was being vilified. Okay? She was like being portrayed as this like cartoonishly evil villain. And I'm like, nobody does that. Like, so there was like context. There was like a new building and an old building. New dorm, old dorm in my residential college. Old dorm was the one with quote more culture, but it had the communal bathrooms. It was like, you know, historically separated. Each floor was like male floor, women's floor, men's floor, whatever. And like the newer building had like, you know, like the in-suite bathrooms and shit. Okay. Like, so in old dorm, like I remember we had to like, so I lived in old dorm my first year. I lived in old dorm and new dorm. I understood what the like kind of lifestyle was like for both ways. And like literally, I remember hearing like, oh yeah, like this person, we'll call her like, I don't know, Elizabeth. Like, oh yeah, like Elizabeth comes in, like these are the stories about like the roommate that I felt bad for. Like, oh yeah, Elizabeth comes in like so late at night and she turns on and off all the lights like a crazy person and then like slams the door as loud as she possibly can and while I'm sleeping and da 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 da. And that's like the one I remember because I'm like, that's like cartoonishly evil and definitely cannot possibly be true. Oh, and then she like drinks water as loudly as possible and then and I was like, I just remember being like, I'm sure you've been woken up when she comes back to the dorm, but I do not think she's like flipping on and off the lights like it's a rave. You know? Like I just don't believe that people are that cartoonishly evil. And it doesn't help that like Elizabeth was like a nice person. Like regular nice person. Could she be inconsiderate at times? I'm sure, but like she wasn't like an asshole, you know? And I'm not saying people don't put up a front. I'm just saying that like to do that every single night, like at some point that takes a lot of effort. And like these two roommates, they were just roommates. They weren't really friends and they didn't really hate each other. And I think what happened was that the person circulating the story, well, this person circulating the story had a lot of eventual drama surrounding them, but like they were definitely someone who always wanted to put themselves in the shoes of a victim whenever they told a story. So like they already like told a story about me like by that point, and I was like, I didn't care to hold on. Sorry, the dog. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like I think like the person telling the story, like she definitely like needed to put herself like I think she was someone who definitely needed to be like felt like a need to be liked by everyone. So if someone wasn't like overtly out of their way nice to her, it was like, oh, this person hates me, and then like self sabotages any potential like neutrality. Or at least that happens to be the pattern, especially like as like the years like went on. I remember being like, I'm gonna say like I remember being victim to one of her stories that just didn't catch. Because I think she was telling some story about me while at the same time like telling these like god awful stories about like her roommate, and obviously the ones about her roommate like took off more than the ones about like, oh, this one girl wasn't that nice to me like one time because she didn't explicitly like talk like because she wasn't like explicitly talking to me a lot. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, am I the most friendly person? Probably not. Like, I definitely have a resting bitch face. Like, I own that shit. But like, you know, like especially at that time, I was going through my own shit. You love it. I love it when relationship drama like gets in the way of like you know like being like normal and like in a regular headspace. But you know that's cool. That's chill. That's cash money. Um, and like I just remember just like not spending a lot of time around like you know like the residential college because I was getting more involved in my dance group, and like I think I was trying to find I remember this interaction clearly because at least from my point of view, I was like walking through the comments to like I was like I think I was trying to find someone or I was like picking something up and I don't remember what I was doing. Either way, I was zooming. And I think I like because I talked to her like later once after the story had already gotten out of like, wow, like DX, you're such an asshole to her. Like be nicer to her. And I'm like, okay, like whatever. I'm definitely not gonna do that now that she's talked shit about me to like all my friends. But like, okay. um, but like either way, like I'm like zooming through through the comments, and I was like, you know, I think I was looking for something, and so I'm like sweeping the area with my eyes, and I guess I accidentally made eye contact with her, and then I looked away because I wasn't trying to make eye contact with her. I didn't register that I was making eye contact with her. I was like, I was looking for something, you know, and like I think that at that point she's like, oh man, this person didn't say hi to me because like she was like in like the situationship stage with like somebody in my then freshman friend group situation. And so like they're like, oh wow, like you need to be so much nicer to her. Like she's like gonna be a Ling major also. And I'm like, that's pog. So like the one time I actually got to talk to her and I was like, oh yeah, you're into linguistics? And she's like, yeah. And then I was like, that's cool. How's Ling 200 treated you? And she's like, it's okay. And I'm like, okay, well, I can't work with this if you're not giving me anything to work with. Like I can't listen. I am not okay. I understand. I'm not doing a great job at explaining how I am not the conversationalist. Granted that like I'm streaming and I have to be the conversationalist, but like I swear, especially back then, not the conversationalist. I am not the small talk person. Not to mention I already didn't like this person because like they were like slandering me to honestly, at that point, like my almost ex friends, and I'm like, God, I don't. What are we? What are you, a middle schooler? Like, come on, come the fuck on. You can go to jail now. Why are we acting like middle schoolers? I won't get into like the friend group into that friend drama, but like that was definitely something that wasn't helping me. Let's phrase it that way. And don't you worry, guys. I did end up ditching them. I did end up ditching that group. It was Pog. But yeah, I just remember. I mean, like every time like someone is like made out to be cartoonishly evil, and especially if it's like a girl or a woman telling a story about another girl or a woman, I always like take it with like some grain of salt. Because like one, I know like women can be awful to each other. Like, you know, but I also recognize that women can be awful to each other, you know? So like ain't no way. Like wild. I don't know why I started on this like little like trip down memory lane. I don't know. All I know is that that girl who felt the need to position herself as a victim in all of her stories ended up breaking up with her like boyfriend that she was dating like she was dating somebody within the residential college, right? Somebody from like my ex like freshman friend group, and like they had a multiple year relationship, and then she broke and she like dumped him very publicly. Like I, who was not involved in my residential college, or at least not like involved like with my like voluntarily. I was kind of involved against my own will. That's a different story. Like even I heard about it, and I'm like, damn, like I should not be hearing about this. Like if I heard about it, it's bad, and I kind of felt bad, but I also didn't. I think I did read somewhere that like a belief in hell, like there's a pipeline to a belief in hell and thoughts and prayers. And I firmly believe in that. So I try not to, even though I myself am not religious, I try not to think of like in terms of, oh, everyone will get their comeuppance. But like, you know, everyone's gonna get their comeuppance. And I think that was a comeuppance for both of them, because he, wasn't great, and she also wasn't great. She most certainly did not come across as a victim in that story, let me tell you that one. But yeah, needless to say, especially when it comes to roommate stuff, I had a hard time believing that anybody is cartoonishly evil for the fun of it. Like, I just think being cartoonishly evil all the time takes a lot of work, especially like when it's like when you're living in like a shared space. Like, I think it's just really like in terms of like effort and energy that goes into being cartoonishly evil. I think it's just a little bit too much work to keep up like regularly. But yeah, I think and that's been my take on cartoonishly evil roommates. I do if it has to be done. But like think about it, like every day of your life until like from August to May, cartoonishly evil every day on the clock, the second you wake up to the minute you go to bed. Like that's hard. And I've oh, that's a lot of people. Being cartoonishly evil is a way of life. It takes effort. How dare they? Because good God, there's a roommate I had to call pest. Wait, what? Pause, huh? Oh my God. I will say, like my university definitely. Yeah, no, I agree. Story time. While you're typing out that story, this isn't pest control per se, but this dorm finally got like a renovation, but one of like the residential colleges had like, bro, their shit was ass to the point where you would hope that you would not be sorted into their residential college. Also, maybe I'm biased, but I think their college culture is also ass. But that's a separate point. That's definitely like a different conversation. But like I remember my first year, like they did have like suites and stuff with like bathroom built in. So they I don't think they had as I think one of their buildings had communal. No, one of their buildings definitely had communal, but like somehow the older one, they were the reverse. I think the older one for them did not have communals, but emphasis big but the I remember for my first year that one of the toilets like exploded like in one of the suites. I remember like hearing about that and being like, wow, can't possibly be me. Like I may have to like unlock the bathroom with like a keypad to get into the bathroom, but at least if the toilet explodes, like it's not like a few feet away from me. But I do remember like, so this is kind of where I picked up the habit of taking like showers at odd times of the day, I would say. Like I remember I had like a 9 a.m., 10 a.m., and then I didn't have anything at 11 a.m. And then lunch. And, first year, the friend group, which server are we going to eat at? And like, whatever, we would like all eat together as a group. I stopped doing that second year. But like, I would start showering like before lunch because like that's when the showers were available. I didn't have to wait in line. Okay, story time. Second year, you got paired up with an all caps filthy roommate, like trash bags on the carpet. Ew. Like it's being used as the carpet. Oh, gross. Messy bed, a faint ammonia stench, and all that. Oh my god. And the worst part, they somehow attracted pillbugs and dragonflies. Ew, that's disgusting. What the hell? That's disgusting. Like, oh my god, that's disgusting. I will say I did get lucky with my roommate because I feel like a lot of roommate pairs don't end up working out because of like there's a difference in cleanliness. My uni roommate and I are like similarly cleanliness, but similarly cleanliness. So I feel like okay, like it was good. It was good. We got lucky. Like neither of us was significantly messier than the other one. Like I think we were clean and messy in different ways, but like nothing was too out of control. I would say, yeah. Had to call pest control after you found like a den in the corner. No. Men are disgusting. Yeah, I mean, you don't get. I think being disgusting and messy is not a gendered experience. I think women are also messy and gross. You know, like I was like, okay, listen, hear me out. Sunday night. How does one say this like eloquently? Sunday night, you know, I was doing some snooping, and Avils and I happened to be snooping on the same set of people. So we hopped in a voice call, and we were talking about like some things that are just like, oh, like strictly gendered experiences. So I think that's kind of like why gendered experience, that's like that phrase is on my mind. But like, I don't think that like being messy is a strictly gendered experience, and I maintain this. But not that disgusting. And maybe not. I don't. Maybe. I don't think it's an emphasis on that disgusting. I think it's more of an emphasis on women are disgusting in different ways, but like the level of messiness ends up being equal. Does that make sense? What if this ends up just being a just chatting stream? We actually don't get to play Monster Hunter. So hold up. But yeah, I maintain that messiness is not a gendered experience. Hold on, let me open something real quick. See, go to but yeah. I don't know. To be fair, y'all are missing additional context because if I said more Twitch. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, like I believe you, it was disgusting. I believe you. Like that's the thing. I fully believe you. I have no reason to not believe you, right? But like I maintain that women can also be very messy. Maybe like not necessarily in the I gotta call pest control way, but like women can also be very, very messy. Don't you worry. Being messy is not a gendered experience. I think like being afraid of walking in the dark to your car is a gendered experience, but I don't think being messy is a gendered experience. Yeah. Sorry, I feel like no one wants to hear me talk about gendered experiences. One thing I feel like no amount of context will change my mind on why I've seen. Oh no, Zero, what have you seen? We're just talking about like messy roommates at this point, huh? Like I had a messy roommate. It was a man, and like he wasn't like okay. Listen, it was a COVID year. It was a hard year. So like I was just like home a lot, and I had to like like handle a lot of shit. Like I was like handling a lot of shit like mentally. Like things were not going hot for DX in like in the 2020-2021 school year. Okay, things were not going hot like at all. And yeah, I remember that being like a very frustrating experience. But I think it was compounded because of the pandemic and like being home all the time. And like most of my friends being remote or graduated, also hard. Oh man, what a time to what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. I love how we have derailed the conversation about talking about filth. Me too. Trust me, I absolutely trust it. It's not a gender experience. Also, I'm disgusting in my voice. Thank you, Zero. Hey, I say gender equality, equal pay rates, and also equal perception of messiness. Oh man, I don't think anyone did. But yeah, but like I do remember being like, I don't know, I just like find it hard to believe, like, I guess like I also just like can't like imagine being like an only child just because like the lack, like I think there is like a natural consideration that you take into when you have a sibling who's like within like the same like age range. I would say like 4 and less. Nah, I would say 3 and less. I think 4 is a little bit too, maybe too big of an age gap. You're like, you guys like aren't in like high school at the same time. Anyways, like because like, I remember when I moved to when I got into university, like it was just like I remember just being really conscious of like my roommate and like I went into that situation thinking, okay, I do not need to be best friends with my roommate. We just need to like live together well. And living together well and being friends are two different things. Like we grew into a friendship, but it did not, I wouldn't say it started that way. Like simply because like, we had different friend groups. I mean, like, don't you get me wrong. We were most certainly there for each other in like vulnerable moments, I would say. Damn ads. Okay. I guess I'll keep yapping, I guess. But like we were definitely there for each other in like our more like vulnerable moments, I would say. But like, hmm, there we go. I was like, oh wait, it's blocking. There you go. There's your little notification. Yippee! Thanks for the resub, entity. I saw like I was like, oh, like I didn't know I had a sub goal. Okay, I didn't know I had a sub goal going up, but apparently I do. A sub follow up. How does one turn that off? Um, but like it'll be like, oh, like you're 25% of the way there, and I'm like, I don't know what's happening, but my bad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like my roommate, my uni roommate, and I like we like, so, like our first year, like second year we became like more friends, but like first year, like we definitely had, yeah, prime. It is a prime. I always feel I feel very chosen when it's prime, and I feel equally honored when it's not prime. Or like I don't know. Maybe I feel like yeah. That's a way to phrase it, huh? Whatever. I don't know. I'm just yapping the day away here, huh? But yeah. I think we just grew into we grew into we definitely grew into a friendship, and like I would say like of like all of the friendships I carry with me to this day from university, I think I am most grateful for the friendship I have with my uni roommate. Shout out to her if she's around. I don't think she is though. She's busy. She had a life. She also lives on the East Coast, so it do be late for her. But um, I like I remember like second. Well, I don't think this happened second year a lot. Like just because like we were living on such opposite schedules. Like I cannot tell you how opposite of schedules that we had. It was ridiculous. But like third year we would like make a point to try to like see each other at least once a week. Things started fell apart as like like my life started falling apart and then her life started falling apart for different reasons. We were both a hot mess and we both agreed that we should that like living together would have made us um maybe would have made easing the burden. But fourth year, oh my god, fourth year we were living together off campus. It was I wouldn't call it a party per se, but like oh my god, it was the most ideal situation because I think like we both agreed that like oh we didn't feel this like pressure of like being like feeling FOMO or shit just because we were like off campus like do, like oh, I'm not invited to a party on campus. Well, I have to drive and go home. I probably can't drink and party that hard anyways, you know? Not that we didn't have a place to crash on campus. Like we did have friends on campus who like were like, "Oh yeah, like like crash in our dorm, like crash in our suite, like it's chill." Like we definitely had like friends that we were able to crash with, like, but like we were like not, again, neither of us are really much partiers. Like we were just like I don't know, like chill. Like I don't know, like we had that freedom, but like she against her will got involved in student government at the residential college. And I, against my will, got involved in beer bike, which is just like I feel like a lot of colleges have this, where it's just like a tradition that was born out of white male stupidity that has continued, you know. So like I think originally it was like, oh, you chug beer, then you go ride a bike. Like now it's like an organized thing, you know. Like I think they organized it in a stupid way because the pandemic, like there was a lot of strategy lost. Whatever. I'm not going to talk about it right here, but like, I was like, you know, like a part of like I was like one of the captains of one of the teams. It wasn't the bike team. Let me just say that. And like, so she would like come home from a like a student government meeting and and like complain about people. And I would come home from dance practice and complain about people, and we would like debrief whatever we could to just like complain about the people that we hate. And it was like so free, like liberating because like our neighbors were not going to care if we were talking shit about people that they didn't know. But like I feel like in like in the dorms, like the walls were thin enough. People did know each other enough to be like, "Oh, did you hear DX and her roommate were talking shit about you last night for like hours?" Like I don't know. There was definitely just like such like a freedom of just living of that fourth and final year where, you know, things weren't fully back and operating yet, but like there was like something there, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, it was either way, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that she was my roommate because I know I could have been stuck with somebody who was cartoonishly evil. I could have been stuck with someone who was disgusting. And believe me, there were plenty of people that I don't like. Like I there are plenty of people that I did not like explicitly so. Like and I could have been stuck with one of them, but I wasn't. Like I think you know, in the roommate sorting process that first year where the OE courts are just given these applications, they try to know as much of these people as they can, given that like all they know is like a picture and words on a piece of paper. And you like they're trying their best, you know, like and they have to make so many pairs, like they cannot make one they cannot have a 100% success rate. But I am glad that like my unit roommate and I are definitely are one of the adult like are like a success just because like I wouldn't say that like at my university people like had these dramatic my roommate was cartoonishly evil stories. It was just kind of that one girl, but like I don't know, people would find other friends to room with. You know, like it was like mostly very non-dramatic thing. And but like my sister is going to like a bigger, lot significantly larger university. You know, the athletes don't get made fun of their situation. And like she has had like God 3 roommates, and now she's in 4th year. And like she likes her second year roommate enough, but like she has issues with other stuff second in her living situation second year. Long story short, she was in a sorority, but like my sister is not a sorority girl, so that's a huh from me. But like, but yeah, and you know she's like you know I don't know, it's just like she has not gotten lucky with a roommate. I would say so. Yeah, I guess I'm pretty lucky. I also didn't need to call pest control on either of my roommates, so I am um also lucky in that way. Oh man. My 3rd year roommate though, like there's a deadbolt and like I would never get upset if my 4th year roommate, my first year, second year and 4th year roommate like had to like deadbolt me out because like I think that's like a valid I think when she did it, it was like valid because like it's like I am like I am a woman in an apartment. Like, I'm gonna deadbolt for safety, you know? Um, but like this, like, and like, I'm not saying that like the same. No, I am. I'm saying that I'm saying this is a gendered experience. Like being home alone as a man versus being home alone as a woman, I think is like quite a. I think that is a gendered experience. So like, I would just get so annoyed when I would get like deadbolted out of my apartment third year. I remember being very annoyed, very short, and like, and I think I think I was unfair sometimes, but like I remember being annoyed for sure. Um, I remember being very annoyed for sure. Like we only fought once, and that was because of the deadbolt. But you know, it'd be like that. I think that like my third year roommate and I are. I think a prime example of living together equals bad, but we're chill as friends. Being alone is a gender experience. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm just not used to men agreeing that, like, I think I'm just not used to people, like, I'm used to, like, I don't think I'm used to, like, non women agreeing that, like, and I don't want to assume, but, like, I think I'm okay. I'm going to stop talking now. Actually, never mind. But yeah, I feel like I'm always, like, very afraid to talk about, like, gendered experiences. Just because I think there is, like, not that I think that I'm running in circles, but like, you know, we are on the internet, you know? Like, I'm just like, I think part of me is afraid to talk about like, oh, like, I think this thing is a gender experience, whether or not like that it is a gender experience. I just like, I just don't want to catch the flag. Like, I'm sorry, this was my lived experience. Oh man. But no, I do think it is like, yeah, I just remember being annoyed being like deadwooded out, especially since like I think part of it was just, like, our apartment was so fucking far away from the parking garage. Like, we had to kinda go through the whole ass building to get to, like, my, like just to get to my apartment and just being, like, so annoyed. I'm, like, already lugging these, like, grocery bags and, like, being like, "Oh my god, I cannot fucking open the door. Unbelievable." And, like, I think a part of it was really annoying to me because, like, I know, like, bro was like playing like I think it was his game of choice was like Apex Legends, and like he set up his computer like kind of like right next to the door, and like there was no reason for me just to be standing. I think part of it's also just like, you know, I don't know my neighbors. I'm standing alone in this empty hallway for God knows how long. Because like sometimes like they were great about being like oh, okay, deadbolt open. And sometimes it would take a hot minute, and I'm like, I know bro's in the middle of a match. But however, comma, please let me into the apartment that I am paying equally for. And if anything, I think I was paying like a little bit more just because we had a deal because I got the bigger room. Either way, let me in. It's something I've thought about for quite some time, how differently people experience the same situations and if there's anything you could do about it. And not all men, but far too many men. That's my part in changing that. And I think even just like let me in. No, yeah, exactly. But no, I think Bach, like I think like that makes like that's like a very good and considerate thing for like to have that in the back of your mind, right? Because I think for me it's like hard to blame people to like be like, you know, you can only reality only exists in your own perceived version of reality. And that like you can only empathize with somebody so much because to some to because I think there are some experiences that gets to a point where like that can never possibly be your lived experience. Like you can you only know what you've lived kind of a thing. Not saying that other things like aren't possible. You can only but like you can only like fully understand something in my opinion in terms of like life experiences, like if you yourself has lived it. And I think sometimes taking that step back to kind of think about like me to consider a different point of view is like I think it's hard in an ideal world And I think it's really hard, especially in today's world. So I think like, you know, just to pause and sometimes think, like, I think one thing that like I've been listening to a lot recently, and this is gonna sound stupid, but hear me out. Um, is okay, Crazy did before she went to Japan was talking about this on her stream, but like Celebrity Memoir Book Club, and I think I talked about it a couple of times, but I'm on the Paris Hilton episode. And like I think that like she has a lived experience, not only in her like blonde bimbo persona, but like her actual lived experience that is like I can only empathize to some to X degree because like that is not my lived experience. And like I think the cruelty that she experienced in like the 90s is something that like I just can't like imagine undergoing kind of situation. And of course that's just like that's like super extreme, but like that's kind of something that I was like thinking about like on the car ride home today. But yeah, and I think also like a lot of stuff just reminded me just because of like listen, the Sunday deep dive, it was a Sunday deep dive, okay? Like I found out so many like okay, pro tip guys, I think everyone here knows this. However, I'm gonna emphasize this because I found this person's full government birthday and it was not that hard to find. It was in their Twitter bio, it was in their Blue Sky bio. Don't do that. Don't give your full Govy birthday, okay? Bad idea. Like I don't think this person publicly said, "Hi, here's the full Govy, here's my full government name." But like, I think full government birthday is also it's also quite bad, you know? Like, don't do that. And I'm not saying like I think I've said how old I am before a few times. Like, you can definitely do the math, but I think having it documented like that it's such a bad idea. Don't do it, guys. Don't do it. But like, throughout looking at their choices on the internet, also like the way I felt about it was also very like or the way like I felt yeah, and I guess the way I felt about it is the best way to put it. It was like felt like a very gendered experience. I don't know how else to I do not know how else to describe it, but I felt it was just uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable. Yeah. Needless to say, don't put your full government birthday out on the internet for public easy consumption. One, two, um I guess don't be a creep, guys. Take a second to and consider. Take a second and consider is what is what I'm doing going to be perceived overall well by my target audience, or rather the audience that I wish to target, or poorly by the audience that I wish to target. Because your target audience and and the audience that you wish to target are two different things. Oh man. Okay. Okay. The wild thing is, post the body aches. I'm like, oh man, I'm not gonna stream. My body is like it aches. Um, and I'm tired. But like I am feeling energized again. Okay, I'm feeling energized. So hear me out. Quick quick bathroom break and then we could get into Monster Hunter, and who knows, maybe I'll get sidetracked again just straight up yapping because we've been at this for a little bit less than an hour and a half, and as a non-yapper that's wild to me. All right, we're here again. I think the while bit, I was like, oh man, like we're kind of just gonna get into it. I didn't realize I had so many things to yap about, guys. I don't even know what got me on the path to just like talking about uni roommates. So whatever. The point is that listen, I don't think I miss living with like roommates. I miss living with one specific person. Shall we get into it? Shall we get into it? Do I need to turn the shit on again? I'm gonna double check. I think one day, you know what? One of my goals is for this year that I've made up just now. No, Monster. Yeah, no, we're Monster Hunter Wilds. Not Outer Wilds. Different game. Different rabbit hole. But I think one of my goals this year as a streamer, and like I think I've definitely been working up the habits and the I guess like stamina to do this is just to have like a yapping stream. We just yap. And like maybe we do a little bit of doodles, but we mostly primarily just yap. But like I go into it knowing that we're gonna yap a lot. Like primarily. I don't know. But that's definitely like a goal that I want to have. I want to be able to I want to be better at like talking. I still feel like I'm quite bad at it. And like I guess I'm being perceived well enough. It's either that or you guys are too nice to be brutally honest with me. Either way, my own perception is apparently actually no. I guess I don't know. I think I would just view myself as like the non-yapper, which I am in reality. But we talked about this. Anyways, let's just get into it. Also, let me take the apple away. Sorry, guys. We've been just looking at this like half-cut apple the whole ass time, huh? Hold on. We can go back to the dog. We can go back to the menacing dog. Is that better? I think this is just funny. I think it's funny. It's just missing a horror sting. I swear. Oh my god, yeah. I think I was gonna mention this like when I was like trying to find this picture, but like, yo, my damn cheese text moldy cheese looking. I know. But like, okay, so my sister stole these pants, stole like these pajama pants in like in the I guess like when she was going back to school post winter break, and she goes, and I was like, and I think while as for me, I was like, oh, I didn't think anything of it. And my sister texted me later because I stole your pants on purpose, and I'm like, okay, well now you're making this into a thing. And then so today she messaged me. She goes, yeah. She sent me a photo, and like I saw my pants in the background that she brought attention to, and I was like, okay. I'm like, okay, like, and she's like, yeah, I didn't bring them home, by the way. I didn't bring them home for spring break, because they're really comfy, but I know they're gonna steal them back. And I was like, okay, well, you better hope that I don't visit you, like until the school year's up, because I will be stealing them back. And she goes, I will give them to a friend for the week. And I'm like, okay. No, but my sister and I were not the type of siblings that were like, oh, you can't wear my clothes. One, we are two very different body sizes, I would say. Two, our high school, middle school, elementary school, it was like uniforms. So like I feel like like fashion wasn't that big of a thing. And then like when outside of school, primarily once you would care about like clothing and shit, we did martial arts, which had a certain uniform, so it legit didn't matter. And then when then she did volleyball and I did dance, and that's two different like attire, I would say. So like we didn't have hella free time, but like I don't know, we never had like the stereotypical, oh, you can't wear my clothes. An experience that I think is more common than it apparently than I thought it was. Also, I forgot I need to transfer some cords really quickly. I should have done this on the break, but I didn't. My bad. What? Hold on. Hold on. Pause. It's being difficult. Let me look at this real quick. Oh, shit. Sorry. No one wants to see that. Not this sudden zoom in, huh, guys? What did it look like on stream? Oh, not bad for you guys. I guess for me, it was just like the horror sting, you know? Anyways, let me figure this out. Press button, select item. And then close. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Otherwise, I will be switching back and I will just be blind for a little bit. And it's chill. Here, go to that. Plus that. Hit resume. Huh? What? Ain't no way. I have to shit, okay. I guess blind spot there shall be then. That can't possibly be the solution. I don't believe it. Let me hold on. Hi, I'm working out some technical difficulties. But how have you been? You as chat can look at the horror sting of my dog. Hold on, let's see if I do this. What if concept? Okay, the solution was really easy, and the solution that they gave me didn't work, which I find stupid, unless it's frozen. Oh, Pog. We are in production, guys. Hold on, let me get through this stupid menu bullshit. You're doing good. Brought some more silver and got new EDC bag for when the world ends. Pog, I suppose. I don't know. I think we should maybe switch to Monster Hunters. We said that we were gonna do this. There we go. We said we were going to do this, and then my ass started yapping about not Monster Hunter Wilds. So let me get through this really quickly. All right. Let me give you, I guess, hold on. Switch to this. Look at me. I mean, I'm small now. Huh? That's definitely not what we're looking at. Pause. Hold on. I'm going to go back. Okay, that I didn't realize that I had that key set up still. Let me play around with more troubleshooting. Okay, I did it. I'm gonna hide this real quick. Oh no, it is a capture card problem. It is not an online problem. Yeah. Anyways, I fixed it, guys. Look at your streamer be competent. Look at me being able to solve tech problems. Help. Okay, never mind. Here we kill the music. Even though Luna is Pog. Okay, let me, I guess, give you guys an... Is the background music good enough, guys? Is it chill? Are the levels good? I'm gonna assume that the level is good until you guys yell at me. Speaking of which, okay, I'm going back and I'm catching up on VODs and shit. And like, bro, I wish my ass was paying more attention to the levels and the collab at the beginning of the month because, oh my god. A little bit louder on game audio. Okay, we are reaching a max limit though. We're kind of like as loud as we can possibly be on that one. How is this though? Otherwise, my ass will have to go in. Good? Okay, Pog. Yeah. Okay, yeah, but, okay, let me just explain to you what we're doing here. So obviously we're playing some Monster Hunter Wilds. Maybe I should change the category. Thanks, Entity. I think the funny thing is that I was doing it on my end, then like I guess you were just quicker, I guess. But so what we're doing here, Monster Hunter Wilds. I have never played Monster Hunter before. This is my first game. I'm playing Bugglaive just because I like the fact that you can just like be in the air, you know. But I do not know what I'm doing. Please do not backseat. We just finished the was it the octopus fight? We just finished the octopus fight. Okay, cool. Yeah, the spicy octopus. Bro, I wanted to get popcorn chicken today. Popcorn chicken place was closed. I was so sad.
Sorry about Werner. Thanks for cleaning up his mess. That must have been a real hand-wringer for Olivia.
Honestly, it's a mystery to me how the two of them even get along.
Are you kidding me? Those two are so much alike. If anything, it feels like I'm the one struggling to keep up with them. If it wasn't for Olivia and Werner, I guess...
Man, this is giving strong, video game armor for women, huh? Strong. I was like watching, oh my god, there's this like series, this YouTube series of YouTube videos that have been like, I've been watching like on like recapping Fairy Tale, like a literary analysis. And like, bro, some of the phrases in there are kind of funny. Like, I think they're describing some character and they're like, oh yeah, the best like, oh, it used to be worse for older games. No, I believe that. I fully believe that. But I remember it being like, oh yeah, like the best way I could describe their character design is video game armor for women. And I'm like, and that's like such an accurate description that like it's so sad. That's like you can say that and you can perfectly imagine this character.
Oh there. That festival was a spectacle we won't soon forget, huh? The sparkle on that Aura calcite. Thanks for defending Azuz while I was gone. It freed me up to focus on the hunt. Of course. Keeping people safe is what I live for. It's my guiding astrum, you might say. I'm just glad we kept everyone safe. Not a single life was lost. Nothing matters more to me than that.
My ass also does not know what's happening in the plot because I've been playing this sporadically. My ass does not know what's happening in this plot, period. Talk to... Where am I going exactly? Who am I? Where am I? I guess I'll take the walking bonus. Yeah, okay, Pog. I don't know. Oh, no, stop it. Stop pressing the buttons. Don't worry, the plot does not matter that much. So I've been told. Who am I? Where am I? Where am I going? Where does it want me to go? You know what? What if I just like hit the auto button and where does it take me? Into the wall. Understood. Pog. Where does it want me? Where the hell is that though? That's my question. I'm just gonna run in circles. I know the secret's like apparently new, but I do love little guy. Anyways, am I going the right direction? I don't think I am. This feels like the distinct wrong direction, actually. Where am I?
I'll ride with you.
I mean, I guess, you know, my ass gets distracted.
Gemma would be all over this.
Oh, I'm not hitting the right button, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, now what? Now where to? Where am I going? I think one thing that I have complaints about is like the UI. And I think for anyone who's been talking to me for the past couple of days is probably sick of me here saying the words UI UX. However, comma.
Yeah, thanks.
Like, I know this is not original, but what is this? I feel like, you know, like for anyone who uses Mix It Up, I feel like Mix It Up and Monster Hunter have the opposite problems. Like, Mix It Up has too simple of a menu with too many options. And, like, and needs nested menus. And Monster Hunter has too many nested menus. Anyways, where am I going? Mission info, I guess. To the first base camp? Pog. Okay, I guess I know where that is. Where am I? Travel list, filter icons? No, I do not know where that is, actually. Is that where I want to go? I don't know. I'm lost and I'm confused. Okay, so, no, wait. I was going the right direction the first time then. No, I wasn't. Where am I? Guys, I'm lost. Help. How do I get out of here? Okay, how about I just did one map? Oh, I don't know what any of this means. Okay, there we go. Give me some grace. It's been like about like a week or two since I picked up the game. I need to remember all the controls and shit. Also, the SOS flare is, I don't know why, it gives me Fortnite energy. Get off. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we cannot run circle fast, huh? Sad. Don't worry, DX Monster Hunter tutorials are foreign concepts.
I got something.
Gotta sleep. Alright, have a good sleep. During Monster Hunter tutorials are foreign concept. I believe that. I've been told that the tutorial is basically just like a glorified, really, really long tutorial. And I believe that. Let's talk to
There
you.
are. I wish to discuss our next move. Do you have a moment?
Nah, I don't got a moment.
This
I
way.
have bigger better things to do.
All right, good. Everyone's here. Let's begin.
Some time has passed since we entered the Forbidden Lands. We should review what we've learned.
Good idea.
The weather follows a pattern of seasons.
Oh, my ass was not paying
Fallow,
attention. I spammed the
then
A button,
inclemency,
or like the equivalent
and
of the A button.
finally, a season of plenty. These events occur in a cyclical rhythm.
Right. And the rhythm is most likely controlled by the energy flowing through the landslide.
That energy is called will, and it's a part of everyday life across these lands.
Makes you want to know where it comes from, doesn't it?
Who are these people?
We followed the land spine down under the basin,
but it seemed to continue on past the ice shard cliffs.
Then we need to investigate the far side. The white wraith appeared during the downpour and the sand tide.
Which lends strong evidence that it's feeding on the elemental energy those inclemencies produce. But isn't it strange then that it didn't appear during the fire spring? Indeed. Why didn't it?
Why is the camera like that? That's a fun
Perhaps it
little
already
dramatic.
has all the elemental energy it needs.
Seeing as there have been no further sightings, it'll be hell picking up its trail again. I
And council.
suggest our unit looks for a way to pass beyond the ice shard cliffs.
Then I have good news for you. Remember the thick ice blocking the passageway? I have
Legitimately do
confirmation that
not.
The black flame seems to have melted it away.
Where? When?
The path that is fortunate. You can investigate the land spine and the keepers. Then that's our objective.
Astrum unit will set up a base camp at the ice shard cliff. Now we all know what to do.
All right. I guess maybe having negative ice resistance is a bad idea. Oh, don't got a choice. Never mind. How was I supposed to know?
Look!
How was Maya supposed to know?
Home. This way, everyone!
Where are we? That's a that I think that's like also a good question. Oh no.
This is
Never
definitely
mind.
the right way. I can't wait to see everyone and Uncle Tashin.
Did you really walk this whole way by yourself? That's incredible, Nata.
You're very brave.
Thanks to Nata, our two worlds have been connected. We will find his people.
That's right. Lead the way, Nata.
Okay.
All right. Well, my ass wasn't ready for that, but like, okay.
It's completely different here.
I don't remember all these roots. I dropped a glove. It must be here somewhere.
Can we like go faster? No, we cannot. We're just stuck like this.
Found it!
Sorry.
Let's go.
That's the way to the village.
Oh damn. Bro, I cannot see that shit. I promise you. It's the zoom in on the eyes. Thanks for the lurk, Mark. I know. I'm like, girl, you cannot see that shit. I promise you, you cannot. Oh, are we fighting already? I didn't know you could capture monsters. What do you mean you can capture monsters? Oh no! Immediately. Oh no! My ass has such low expectations for myself. Yeah, thanks. Oh, I thought I dodged that. Okay, Hog. I love being thrown around like that. I'm still afraid this is gonna be like another Birth by Sleep situation where I just like cannot, where my ass cannot do shit. Okay, I at least have all 3 essences. We can't. I don't like this. No, leave, bro. The way that I was trying to get out of the fucking animation, Pog. Oh man, love dying, love dying.
Are you sure that it's actually a Doshakama?
Use this opportunity to better prepare.
Yeah, okay, bro. What if I just didn't though? What if I no? I forgot I need to fucking eat, huh?
That equipment looks like it's holding you back. Let me float you some new ideas.
Hush, I didn't eat, okay? I didn't eat and that's why I failed. That's the only secret. It couldn't possibly be a skill issue. Grill a meal, yes. I don't know, recommended meal. Yeah, okay. Pog. That is a press A. Girl, you cannot see. You cannot see. Am I able to call SOS for backup? I am. I don't know. Might as well. My ass clearly could not do shit by myself. Let's go. You know, she ate. She'll be okay, maybe. Is that it right there? Damn. Okay. Disagree. Help. Hi, NPC. Okay, disagree, but fair, I guess. Well, I do need a little essence from your face right there.
Monster down.
Oh, do I know how to? Fuck, no, I don't. Can I please? Hold on. What is the button? This one. I missed all of my shots, Pog. I at least, okay, I was gonna say I at least dodged that one. That was actually factually incorrect. Yes, heal me, please. Oh yeah, we're on, let's go. Hog.
That's the place to attack.
Oh, just. There we go. Yeah. Button mash the buttons. Button mash the buttons. Please don't target me. Oh, you're leaving? That's equally pog. I can do that. Look at me go! Oh. Leave and come back. That's giving. This could be a good spot to find some ingredients. If you know, you know. Waiting for Leo to get there. Oh no, out of there. Out of there. Immediately get out of there. What if we did this? Oh no. Get off! Get off! Get off! The real button mash. Oh no. What if we did it though? Thank you. Oh, okay. Thank you. Okay, Pog. I don't know what's happening, but I'll do it. Oh, what if I got near its face though? Oh yeah, there we go. All 3 essences haven't been collected. Leave. I never die. Oh, barely out of there? That's skill. Oh, I'm so afraid. I'm actually terrified. Oh, get out. Okay. Personally, I disagree. I think I was too close to be in that hitbox, but like I don't think physics works like that. Alright, looks like bro is kind of targeting me. What if I just dodge? Yeah! Oh, are you leaving again? That looks like a yeah. That looks like bro is leaving. No. There we go. Well, I wanted to do this while I was writing, but I didn't. Go, 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 go! Sprint all the way! Oh, we actually didn't run that far, huh?
It absorbs the work. Is that what finishes her?
What do you mean there's 2 of them? Why are there 2 of them? Hello? Ignore that one. That one was not invited to the party. I'm on top of the wrong fucking one, huh? I guess I'll still, you know. This is definitely not the target, but like, okay. Incapacitated, I guess. Are they fighting? Is that what's happening right now? I guess they are, huh? I'm thinking being this may be a bad idea. I do not want to be caught between. My ass does not want to be catching any of that smoke. Bro said I do not want to catch any of that smoke and left, huh? Oh, my ass is just missing, huh? Yeah! All 3 essences, let's go! Oh, was not the goal, but like, okay, pause. Let's go, pop off. I just need 1 hit with this. Casually. Wound on the ass? Wound on the ass? Iconic? I guess I will be targeting the ass wound then. Oh. Oh. Huh. We haven't taken damage in a hot second, huh? Oh, I don't like how it's looking at me. Yeah, there you go. I don't even know what the resentment skill is. My ass does not know shit. Let's leave. Let's get out of here. Let's follow it. Where are we going? Wait, what? Oh, I guess it fell down, huh? Hi, we're back. No, that's not you, huh? This isn't our guy, right? I don't think this is our guy. I think we're confused. Oh my god, we're fucking confused. We're fucking confused. This is the one that we accidentally attacked earlier. That is not our guy. Trust, that's not our guy. Wait, what the fuck? It's probably the one that's running away is our guy, huh? Different guy. Okay. Trust. Wait, why does it look like we're heading towards two of them again, though? Whoa. Why are there two of them? What is this shit show? I don't think this is even the injured one. No, this isn't the guy. This is the guy. No, this isn't the guy. Who am I attacking? This one with the ass wound. Oh, okay. We were like almost there. Understood. No, stop. Get out of this mode.
Fine result.
Spam button. Oh, I wish there was like a spammable option. Whatever, I'm done now though. Apparently. Yeah, take all. I don't know what any of this means, but cool. Yeah, we get it. I died once.
Let's go find the others. I don't know what got into that thing.
Okay, let's leave.
So,
Let's just
what's
leave.
the story?
What is the story? My ass doesn't know.
But at the same time, it might not be.
The least helpful statement I've heard in a
It
hot
seems to
minute in this
lack
game.
reproductive organs, and its stomach and esophagus have atrophied. Earlier, it seemed like it was absorbing energy. Almost as if it was trying to replenish its power.
Hold on. Doesn't that sort of remind you of the White Wraith?
It's all speculation. But right now, we shouldn't be out here in the open. Let's continue on to the village.
Yeah, there's like another one around here.
Let's keep moving, Hunter. I'll be here when you're ready.
Yeah, Pog.
Should we take a break?
Good idea.
Well, what can I do for you?
Let's take a quick break.
What is this? No, wrong button. Never mind. Leave me alone. Oh no. Okay, Pog.
What?
I don't know what any of this does. Help. Anyways, I guess we keep going. No, fuck. Where are the buttons? There we go. No, I was right. I just did the
Hunter,
wrong thing.
Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go. Let's leave. I'm done here.
Okay. Follow me.
I have no worldly attachments to this location.
Mind if I hop on? The village is this way.
Are we stuck being super slow?
All this was part of the village too, huh?
Yes, there were homes, people too. But then, the Wraith ruined everything. I'm sure everyone's just hiding now, though.
We're gonna
We just have to
walk
find
away
them.
real quickly, respectfully. We're fucking slow. Mining outcrop. Anyways. Back to you guys. Wait, I'm hitting the wrong button. It doesn't matter. We're stuck at this slow ass pace. Slow ass pace. We're not even talking. We're just being slow. God. What? Oh, there we go. There's the cutscene.
Tashin! It's me! I'm home! Tashin! Tashin! Are you here? Tashin! Tashin!
Nata, is that you? Nata.
Tashin!
Oh, he's alive.
You're alive.
Oh, they're both alive.
Nata.
Did what you said. I stayed strong. You were right. About people. These are my friends. They helped me find my way
It's
back.
the lack of eyes.
Thank you.
Girl, you cannot see. Girl, you cannot see shit right
you.
now.
We're from a land to the far west.
She's like, yeah, I can't see shit. Sorry.
Brave Nata here crossed the
It's
sands
just
on his
darkness,
own
she
to
said.
look for help.
You made that trek alone?
Uh-huh.
I had
Look at her in the
no
background.
idea there were
She has no idea where we
people
are.
so
She's just
far away.
blindfolded. It'd be like that.
Please, come with me. Let us rest and talk.
She's like, yeah, I'll follow this out of your voice, I guess. I'm choosing to wear, like,
No!
I agree.
No! It's time to get inside!
No!
Why are we... Why do we pick up the child? What happened? Oh! Never mind. Bro has a... Fucking what?
Please! You have to save him!
We will. Take Nata to camp. Got it.
I feel like we just fought a guy. And I didn't do that hot. God. What do you mean first? I guess this game is quite grindy though, huh? Well, my ass will be dying.
It's behaving as erratically as the Doshagama from before.
Did I at least collect the essence? No. Are we just refighting all these guys, but like they're angry now? Oh, we did get out of that one, huh?
It looks angry.
I agree, it does look angry. Whoa, what happened?
Leave this to me. Heels inbound.
Yeah, I think my ass cannot handle this by myself. Pikachu? Oh, we're fighting Pikachu? We're fighting edgy Pikachu? Pikachu in his teen years?
Crystal exploded. Must have been from contact with its friend.
Hey, healing king set, please heal me. Respectfully. Help. Okay, that's looking good. Yep, from me. Oh. I was trying, my guy. My guy, I was trying.
I'm with you. Easy now.
Oh, it's because I'm fucking on fire, huh? I mean, like, I'm just afraid to get close to it, which I know is not the answer with someone that doesn't have a long-range weapon. Am I on fire? No. Okay, we're gonna respectfully hang out right here for a hot second. So, okay. Oh wait, it's on the ground. Get him. Get his ass. Get him. I did forget to restock. It's okay. Who needs? You know what? Who needs healing? I never die. Oh, we were doing such a good job at, like, somehow missing all of its hits. Oh, what if I go back? Literally go back. Literally go elsewhere. Oh, there we go.
Let's begin then.
Oh, am I hitting? Oh, bro. I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons. I'm just pressing buttons. Okay. I did do it. You know, I believe I can do it. Oh, my ass does not know what I'm doing. I'm pressing buttons. I am just pressing buttons. I'm just pressing buttons. I'm just pressing buttons. I'm just pressing buttons. I am just pressing buttons. Can I? Oh, he's leaving.
How do we tackle this beast?
I don't know. We might as well do this while we're hanging out here. Never mind, I don't have enough fucking time. Oh my god, I like rolled into that one, which is ass.
Easy now.
I guess the only way to... No. Oh, man. Oh, to where are... Huh? To huh? Bro, yeah!
Don't get hit now.
I'm afraid. I'm living on the edge of, like, existence right now. Hold on. Let's just leave. What if we hung out over here? Respectfully?
Hold on strong.
No, stop going towards it, please. Okay, it's there. Oh, get out of it. What? Huh? Help. Okay. Now I feel like I won't immediately die the second that I, like, touch the guy, which is a plus, believe it or not. Oh. I didn't do any of that work. NPCs go. Oh, he's flying away. Okay.
Looks like the monster dropped something.
My assistant does not care. Oh god, that was a big fall. Where are we going? Oh, right here per se, huh? Leave. Juke him out on the sacred. That works too. Okay. I just maintain that maybe being this close to the guy is maybe a bad idea. Nice. His bro's on the ground. Get him! Get his ass! Get him! Get him! Get his ass! Get him! Maybe I could be hitting more important parts. However, I am not. I feel like bro, your right wing is broken ass, bro. Bro, your right leg is broken. This should not be working. IMO. Casually, by the way. FYI, never mind. I guess leave. Ah, okay. I was like, yeah, like mentally, I was like, yeah, I dodged it. My ass did it. My ass did not do it, in fact. My ass did not do it. My ass did not know what's happening. Press the buttons. Press all the buttons. Oh god. Let's go. Where are we going? Up here? Okay, no. What if you didn't do that right the second I showed up? Respectfully, disrespectfully. Oh my god. That was like a hit and miss, swing and a miss, huh? Okay. Yeah. Just, maybe, what if we just hit it real hard? Stop moving. Respectfully, stop moving. Come on. Bro was like hanging out like on the edge of this cliff. Oh yay, we did it! And I didn't die! I think. Maybe I did one time, I don't know. We did it though! And a rando joined me! That's a yippee! We're done. Watch it be like, no, actually you died multiple times, you just don't remember it. What? Take all. Okay. Okay. No, I didn't die. I didn't die one time. Look at me go. For someone who does not know what they're doing, let's go. Basically, on par with Pikachu in terms of mascot levels. Damn, we just killed Pikachu. I didn't know that. I know like nothing about the Monster Hunter series.
This person's a hunter, Uncle. They study monsters and, if needed, slay them.
People challenging monsters?
Bro,
Incredible.
I don't think there's one monster that we come across and said,
You
nah,
saved
I think we
Naka,
let that one
but
mind its
now
own
you've
business.
saved me as well. Thank you.
Like, to this kid's
I
knowledge,
am
we see monster,
I
we say,
respect
okay,
that
I must go
Naka's
kill that
father
one then.
And had been caring for the boy since his passing.
We're from an organization called the Hunters Guild. That's Alma and Gemma.
Girl, you cannot see.
Nata told us what happened to you, so we came to help and investigate the monster that attacked your village.
I will say it every time
You're
because it
after
is
that
so funny
thing?
to me.
I
She's trying so
see.
hard to make eye contact.
Are the others safe, Uncle?
I suppose we should start with that. I'll show you to our village. Come.
I guess we go to the village
This
now.
way.
Slowly though,
I
huh?
can't recall what happened.
Oh,
after
I don't
Nata
auto walk?
escaped and blocked the passage. All I remember is the sight of that behemoth closing in. I awoke several days later. More days passed before I was even able to move.
Can I just go ahead of him?
We gathered the
Yes.
survivors and built places to rest. For ourselves and for those we lost.
Nope, now we're stuck in this slow
It
ass
was a
walk because I guess
labor
we're too far ahead.
without end.
Nope, now we can't walk. Pog. And maybe we're at like a point, you know, where it's like cutscene time. Oh my god, hurry the fuck up.
Once
Cutscene
our
time, I was
wounds
right.
were healed, we unblocked the passage, and I descended into the tunnel. Immediately, my legs began to shake. It was madness. None of my people had ventured outside for
Wait, so these people were just cave people?
I began to deeply lament my error, condemning Nata to some unknown void. I searched and searched to find him, to no avail. Surely someone must have found him, I prayed. But never did I imagine he would go as far as he did.
Why? Why was I the only one to escape?
The moment I saw that creature, I was certain we would all perish. But I couldn't let that happen to you. And now I know the path I chose was right. The others will feel the same.
Wait, so these people are just cave people? They just lived in the cave? Like they're cave people like generationally? Oh god, we are so fucking slow right now, huh? Damn, cave people we are.
Go on.
You look good.
Are you all right?
I'm okay. So happy to see you all. Sorry for worrying.
I don't think I have an emotional attachment to Nata.
So, you said you were investigating the monster that attacked our home.
Yes, the white monster that caused Nata to flee your village.
Tashin, do you know what it is? Why did it do this to our village?
Nata.
Oh,
The time
great.
has
They're like,
come
we
for me
caused
to
it.
tell you about this land and its people's
Somehow.
long, long history.
And that's why we're cave people.
I intended to share this with you the day you were lost. It is time we set you on your path. Come with me. Beekeepers have carried on the traditions of this land for eons.
Inside this cave.
Ages ago, it was known as the capital, Wyveria.
This was a city?
Yes. You passed through a massive structure to reach us, did you not? That is what remains of the Outer Bailey, the wall around the capital's vast expanse.
That's incredible.
Yes, the people of Wyveria had access to limitless energy that let them control nature.
Bro, they definitely caused the
They
problem.
built an
And
advanced
then
civilization
became cave people.
and reached the height of prosperity. But Wyveria fell. Its people and civilization were lost, except for the traces that still remain today.
You mean traces like the tunnel not to pass through?
That is a wormway, a path for energy to travel long distances. They continue to supply energy to every corner of the land. But to what effect it may have, we no longer know.
So then, that means Wilk was created here in Wyveria.
We live at the heart of Wyveria's energy production. Our people subsist on it.
It's incredible. I can't believe how versatile it is.
Damn.
After the fall of Wyveria, the Keepers remained to hold vigil over its legacy. And our watch has continued since time immemorial.
What's this?
An archive of the city's research journals.
Milk.
Most of them are beyond
Dead.
our understanding.
Wait, then who are the Keepers?
We are the descendants of those who studied this limitless energy and applied it to usher Wyveria into an era of
But then something went
prosperity.
horribly wrong, right? And then we became cave people, and also Wyveria fell.
Researchers.
Yes, once. Now we are just people getting by.
That's fascinating. I don't even know where to begin.
Well, considering how handy they are with Wilk, it does stand to reason.
Is that what you name it out there? Here we call it wyvern milk.
I understand now, entity. Yeah, tell me more about the
Where is
milk.
wyvern milk produced?
Deep underground, in the heart of Wyveria, there is a shrine. It houses something we call the Dragon Torch, the source of all wyvern milk.
The Dragon Torch. What can you tell us about
I
it?
just thought it'd come sooner.
Only that it has
What do you mean?
existed since the age of Wyveria. We know not how it works, nor how to control it.
And it's getting out of control.
The white monster.
I just want to explain. I want the explanation of why they're cave
Do the Keepers
people.
know of any reason that might explain their behavior?
That you should see for yourselves. If I may, I'd like to show you there later.
Yeah, I guess. Tell me about why you're cave people.
Why is it that the Keepers haven't been outside for so long?
Yes.
You see, why Viria fell a millennium ago.
Gotta
Of those
go
who
meeting them
survived,
Bible
half
study.
of
Might
them
pop in
left
briefly
this
when you
land,
stop.
and half of
When
them
you stop
stayed.
home. All right, have a good meeting. Have a good Bible
Our
study.
ancestors were those who remained, the founders of this village, Sild.
But why? They could have gone anywhere.
It is said that all who lived in the capital
Oh.
helped it along its path to
So
destruction.
I guess they fucked up, and then they're like, "Well, time to
Our
live in the cave
ancestors
for
in
eons
particular
upon eons."
Played a crucial role in its demise.
Yeah. Okay.
Staying was their way of taking responsibility to keep watch for the rest of time.
The rest of time?
Not just like I saw what the outside world is. I don't know.
What
Know if I
exactly
want to
did
live in
your
the cave
ancestors do?
for the rest of my life.
I intend to show you. I think it would be for the best.
Okay. End conversation.
Well then, let us
You only
depart
sort of
as soon
explains
as
why you're
you've had a
cave people, and
chance
that's
to
exactly why I
unload
said you're
and
cave people,
prepare.
huh?
Oh, in that case, do you mind if we set up over by the gate?
We'd like to have a base of operations for us and the other members of our team, if that's all right.
There. Are you sure? You're welcome to it. Nata, before we go, you should say hello to the others. They'll be so happy to see you.
Okay.
Good. We'll meet back in front of the gate once we're all ready.
All right. Now I'm here. I don't know I don't know what that means though. I'm here, but I legit do not know what that means. Help.
I can hardly believe it's you, Nata.
You've gotten bigger. I'm so sorry. I had no idea what you were all going through.
Bro, I still don't know what you guys were going through.
Don't be foolish. All we wanted was for you to be safe.
We're sorry we sent you out there on your own. Everything happened so fast. You must have been so frightened.
Cave people.
It's all right. I wasn't scared.
Fuck. Oh, I can't just dodge roll. I'm leaving. Wait, do I eat first, actually? In the future, you should teach you more in-depth game mechanics once you finish up with the campaign. Yeah, I'll be down for that. My ass would be down for that.
So you're the travelers who helped Nata.
Yep, yes, I am. Hi.
Is the
Item
Everforge
trade?
still out there? Does the downpour still occur?
Want to trade? Sure, call me interested. Okay, Pog. I talked to you, and that did nothing for me.
So it's a forest now, is it? Good to hear the what-whats are carrying on.
There's a lot of mechanics. Yeah, I was like watching the tutorials on like how to bug glaive, and like my ass did not know shit. No, I'm going the right direction. I hope. I'm just gonna keep on opening and closing the map until I am proven correct that I am going the right direction. My ass doesn't know where we're going. I need help. Oh, there we are. We're in base camp. I'm here. Hi.
It's time I showed you what our ancestors created.
Yeah, I want to see
you
what
ready to
made you
go?
become cave people specifically. Because I
was
kind of
going to
know.
tell Nata these things the day it all happened.
In the sense of, you know, like, I don't think the
place
story
I'm
is...
taking you is known to the keepers is the resting
It's a
place.
cliche, is what I'm trying to say.
Before
I'm
we
sure.
go, it is a guardian by the name of Arkfeld.
Arkfeld! I knew it was an extinct species.
What the fuck is an Arkfeld?
But what exactly is a guardian?
Exactly. That's my question too.
It's the name we have used since the age of Wyveria for monsters that serve people.
Okay.
Huh? What do you mean, serve?
She's like, we only kill them.
It is the secret
We only slay them.
we've kept these many years.
We only hunt them.
Now then, follow me.
All right, where are we going, boys?
I wonder how deep this goes.
I'm almost afraid to find out.
Monsters that serve people.
There's no way they're monsters.
Big fish.
For orders.
Big fish.
Soon enough, you will see for yourselves just what the guardians are.
Sorry, where am I going? Bro, this is far. Oh, wait. What if I just stop complaining? Are those eggs?
You're not saying that.
Yes. Our ancestors succeeded in creating life. Creatures they called guardians.
Creating?
To this day, they hibernate in these cocoons.
You've gotta be kidding me.
They are the legacy passed on to us.
Oh, they are bigger than I thought they were.
Seriously?
The guardians were created with several unique properties. One, they don't eat. Wyveria's energy is their sole requirement. to
Yep, they're
function.
like, we caused the problem.
Thus, they have no need for predation.
That explains the behavior of the Doshagama and Rathalos we saw.
Two, they live indefinitely, and therefore have no need to reproduce.
They don't die of natural causes?
Not as long as they continue to consume the wyvern
The milk.
Ever since Wyveria fell, the guardians stayed dormant until recent years when they began to awaken.
Oh, okay.
This place is rich in wyvern milk. They have all the sustenance they could ever need.
Yet Arkfeld escaped the outside world.
The guardians were modeled after existing monsters, enhancing their traits. It seems that Arkfeld was singled out.
Because its species was extinct.
I don't know if that's the only reason, but yes, it was different. Arkfeld awakened, attacked the village, and fled. Despite the loss of many lives,
And
our only option is to continue watching over the guardians still here.
but why do they need the
Destiny
guardians?
that we have inherited from.
Tashin,
Oh,
out there. I
But
saw
why?
many
But
things.
why? That's my question. But why?
Many people, creatures, all living life to the
Because
fullest.
the way that it's been done does not satisfy me as an
Is that
answer.
what you call this? Constructed husks they can't even eat? Locked away when they're no longer needed? Arkfeld. All it wanted was to be free.
Bro is pissed, reasonably so.
I don't know which of us is worse.
Oh yeah, I forgot that this guy had an intense hatred for the White Wraith. My bad.
Nata. If things were different, you wouldn't have this unique perspective. But you do.
And some ways to try to make eye contact with the kid. Girl, you cannot see.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't take it out on you.
you really do take after your father.
Oh, did his father also throw a tantrum
Not
when he found out?
his role among our people was particularly important. That pendant has a very unique function. The energy of Viveria. Come.
Oh my
You will
god,
see.
just say it though. If someone was trying to tell me a story and they're like, no, we actually have to move to a different location for you to hear the rest of the story, I would be like, girl, come on. Damn, they all being spat out. Are those a sacred? But like evil? And pissed? Oh, wait, what?
I thought they didn't need to eat. Nata! Tashin!
Bro is back.
What? Are you nuts?
And my ass accidentally forgot to like... My ass like accidentally switched weapons at some point. Bro, not they pissed evil sacreds. We're fighting it now? Okay, we're good there. Let's cry for help, because immediately my ass is not surviving this. Bro, don't head towards it. Maybe not. That was like revving up for an attack, my guy.
Here we go!
Get off, get off, get off, get off. I guess I should have expected this fight to happen. Like, it feels like we were reaching that point in this story. This felt like a natural conclusion, I guess. It's like an evil bird. Oh, we narrowly avoided that one. Oh, it's targeting the cat. Oh, never mind, it's targeting me. So what exactly are the keeper's purpose? Can someone remind me? Because that just seems like it's a problem waiting to happen. Like that's what it reads as. Oh, we hang out because it's a problem, you know, and it's a problem waiting to happen, but we actually have no solution. Like, it was our punishment just to hang out with these things that we created, but like we don't actually have a solution. Ew, is that what it sounds like? Oh, okay, so there's more bullshit to come. I understand.
Come on, you're better than this.
What? Bro, I was stuck getting a post your last attack. Oh, I didn't actually do shit, huh? Okay, yeah, there we go. A little bit of heals. A little bit of heals. I hope Nata and his uncle are having a nice chit chat. They're like, yeah, we heard some screeching outside. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, it was kind of wild. It was kind of loud. Kind of insane though, you know? No, like, what if we didn't hang out, like, right there? Concepts, you know? Oh, wait, that shit should be, huh? Attack it. Go. 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 Yeah. Wound destroyed? Yippee. I don't think I did shit, though. I'm gonna hope it's just a shit news so that I can...
Does this look bad to you?
Yeah, you know what? It does look bad to me. Never mind. I'm gonna hide behind here really quick. Give me a second. Let me sharpen up my blade real quick. Casually. We have to be looking at this. Okay, yeah, it screams and yells and cries, just like this. Oh, I do need some of its face essence. Give me a second. There we go. Max potential unlock. Go leave. No. Oh, food buffs ran out. Oh, shit. No, you're right. But I couldn't fucking eat before the quest. What if I eat while we move to the next location?
We need to find Nata. I'll get the others.
I guess never mind. We don't get to fucking finish. Or we do. I don't know. Girl, you can't see that. Oh, cutscene post.
It's enough to temporarily.
Maxine, you're okay.
We were so worried.
We hid in the cocoons.
Oh, okay.
It tricks the Guardians, at least for a while.
At least it's kind of
And
smart.
these? Wow.
I am once again in your debt.
They just hung out in the cocoon.
Thank you. The strength you possess. It is.
You saw it, right? What Arkfeld was doing.
Yes, it was feeding. It's unprecedented.
Bro is hangry.
Where did it learn this behavior?
Bro is hangry. Chat, can I get some hangry emotes? I'm kidding.
Still be considered a guardian. And if not, what is it in danger of becoming?
You're certain this has never happened before?
Bro, that was
No,
Arkfeld.
at least not that I'm aware of. Wait. The Allharken. She would know more than I.
The Allharken?
Yes, she is somewhat of an advisor to the Keepers.
It's just like
She
the look around of like, oh yeah, did you hear that?
Far reaches and has amassed knowledge from across history.
Where can we find her?
In a village some distance from here. But a blizzard and a giant monster there makes the path treacherous.
Got it. So maybe not
No
negative
keeper
ice
dares make the
res.
journey.
Because we're cave people.
We've come this far.
Don't be foolish. You do not know what awaits you.
Bitch, you have never left this cave. Calm down.
They can do it. I know they can.
Even so,
Bro,
I'm going with them.
you have never left this cave. You don't know what's out there.
Arkfeld is becoming. I need to know.
Like, bro, you cannot say, no, it's dangerous because the last time someone went out there was thousands upon thousands upon thousands of years ago. Theoretically. Like, ancestors.
We gotta prepare if we're gonna take on the cold.
Agreed. Let's regroup at the Keeper's Village.
Like, whether or not it is dangerous. I just don't believe it from a guy who's, like, never been there. I don't believe it from a guy who's literally only lives in one cave his whole life, you know? That's all I'm saying. I think that's... I mean, I'm glad you're alive, though.
Look at all
everyone. I'm told the Allharkin lives in a village in the peaks called Suja. However, the only path there from the ice shard cliffs is frozen over and supposedly untraversable.
Bring back the octopus.
We'll need to set up a base camp somewhere and search for a different route.
Well, we're in luck then. Astrum unit got in touch. And it sounds like they've built a base camp in that secret place Rope showed us.
Then what do you say we link up with them and share everything we've
What
learned?
the hell's Rope? Hey, entity. Percentage-wise, how far am I in the...
They might have info to share too. Let's head to their camp in the cliffs.
Before we go, we should do a resupply and evaluate our equipment.
Ooh.
What the fuck is this? Skills? Add equipment skills to equipment with... Huh, wait, hold on. Decorations add equipment skills to equipment with available slots. Use it with the very complicated UI friendly menu. Post equipping decoration, you can register it to loadouts to convenient change. I don't know. That was a lot of words that meant nothing to me.
Hey.
Hi, I just want to see what's going on. You can now equip mantles at your tent. What? What does any of this do? Okay.
Yep. What are we making today?
Can any of this be made? Are we here? Yeah. Oh shit. Things can be made. Oh, that doesn't look kind of cool though. Anyways. Yeah, I guess. We might as well, I suppose, huh?
Alrighty. Perfection.
Hello, Proxa. Back?
Anything catch your eye?
Yes? No. There we go. Manage consents.
What are we making today?
And I cannot upgrade these. These guys just hang out as they are. Understood, Pog.
You know where to find me.
I'm confused.
Focus.
I guess if we're going to ice, maybe these ice res would be good. Like,
Got a sec?
I don't
got
know.
something for ya.
I don't know where I am. Help. Who am I? Where am I? There we are. I think my goal is to kind of maybe just get through the story. Because my ass doesn't know what's happening. Change equipment? Fuck, I don't know. What if we could see shit now, though? Hold on. I just want to see what armor. I just want to see a video game armor for women. What new options now that we have killed 2 new things? I'm lost. I'm confused. There we are. Hi. No, wait. Hi. This way. Yes. No. No,
What are we
fuck.
making
No.
today?
Upgrade armor. Wow. It's like the other one, but not very video game armor for women, huh? Huh. Well, questions answered, huh?
Yeah.
I think this guy is just funny. I think
where to
that it's
find
just
me.
funny. What time is it? Never mind. I think we're at a decent stopping point, perhaps. This has been fun. I should do more of these because I do. Okay, listen here. Let's see up a little bit. Hello? There we go. No, what? There we go. We're back. Hi. Play the music. There we go. Oh my god, that was so loud on my end. Let me close out of this. No, stop. Why is this the most unfriendly UI I've seen ever? Not true. There we go. Okay, I can now safely switch back out of my shit. There we go. Let me switch back to my switch my shit back. There we go. Oh, hello, dual monitor. Yippee. Okay. Oh man, I'm probably gonna do more Monster Hunter streams, at least until we finish the story. I feel the main campaign, simply because I do not know when I will have time to do it. Because your girl has videos to. Oh shit! Hold on, wait. My ass didn't actually do it right. My ass didn't do it right. This. Okay. There we go. Now I did it. Now actually all this sound stopped at my end, which is Pog. Oh right. Because the thing is I'm trying to I've been really behind on VODs, if you don't know. If you didn't know, we have a VODs channel. I'm super behind on VODs, and I'm editing a lot of stuff, but into videos. We have 3 in the backlog that are in the process of being edited. So yeah, I've been super behind on VODs. So I'm trying to spend my free time freaking editing and shit. So I don't have a lot. I don't know. So I'm not playing. Besides Fortnite, I'm not playing a lot of games. I'm not able to play I Call of Monster Hunter outside of those hours and work and stuff. But needless to say that yeah, more Monster Hunter, because that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. I got to talk about the cave people. Hopefully I'll remember about the cave people. We'll see. At least until I finish the story, I do not think I will be playing with viewers. Probably, I'll probably just be playing with people that I know, kind of a situation. If I'm playing with people on stream, which I do not think is super likely. However, it's chill. Should we rate somebody?